this is snowbubblemonster. This unboxing video is way overdue. I received this in late April and I didn't have time to edit, so I am finally here to share with you guys my figure. And this is my first scale figure, and I purchased this from Kirin Hobby. It is my first time shopping from their website as well, and my experience with them was good. I have read mixed reviews about their website, and that is because there is a mix-up between the Japanese release date and the American release date. So this figure was said to be released in February, but they kept on pushing the release date back and eventually landed in April, which was also Tokyo Takumo's release date. And that is because the shipment usually takes a lot longer to arrive into the States, and that is why their website tends to be slow with their dates. But a good thing about shopping on Kirin Hobby is that they will combine your pre-orders and their in-stock items together, and then you'll be eligible for their free shipping. They offer free shipping for items that are pre-ordered. So depending on what figure you want, even though the base price might be more expensive compared to other sites that are shipping directly from Japan, you will be able to get your figures cheaper, like I did with this figure. Anywho, let's get to the unboxing. So this is the box that was inside the box. And on the bottom corner here, it says Portrait of Pirates, S.O.C. Law. I didn't know that Portrait of Pirates come in brown boxes like these. I've only seen them on display and in their pretty boxes. So all the edges were sealed with tape, and after removing the tape, as you can see, the figure is also wrapped in tissue paper. I was super impressed by how much wrapping went into this single product, and if all P.O.Ps are shipped like this, that is awesome. But I'm not sure because, as I mentioned before, this is my first scale figure. And this is the actual box. It is so beautiful. I love the detail on it, and I like the color choices that they use. It looks very ornate, and here is the official toy sticker. This box has a window on the tops and the sides, and you can see how beautiful Law is from all angles. And I also really like the art on the side. The figure also came taped at the top, so let's hurry open that and get the figure out. The first thing I noticed about this figure is that it is really heavy. I'm going to guess it's because of the chair. This is the insert inside the box, and I like how much thought was put into it. They didn't need to add the blown up pictures or even such a detailed background, but it does add more value to the figure. This is the figure in the tray, and it is overwhelmingly large. The figure is sandwiched between two sheets of plastic, and there are other smaller sheets of plastic to protect the different parts of the figure too. There is another plastic bit between Law and the chair that prevents direct contact. Here is a closer look at the sofa, and you can see that there's an indent for his butt and his belt. I really like how they did the colors for the sofa portion. The shading gives the chair a lot of depth, and it looks pretty realistic. The one part I do not like about this chair is this wood portion. I feel like the sofa material looks really detailed, but the wood is a little lacking. The sofa legs have a brass finish, and they complement the red perfectly. Finally, moving on to the actual figure, I really like Law's expression on this particular figure. The eyes are super clean and the smile was nicely colored. So my favorite part of this figure is the hair. I am impressed by the sculpting and how styled the hair looks. It doesn't look scruffy at all, and the finish is very matte. Another part of the sculpting I like on this figure is the jacket. I like how they included the details in the wrinkling of the clothes even though it's not going to show. And the jacket finish is also matte but has a more shiny finish, so it looks satin. And I like how they included pockets, they added threaded lining on the lapels. And I am also super fascinated by these buttons, and these buttons are so tiny but they all have 4 holes or dots representing the holes for the buttons, and on the other side you can see the fake button holes, and there's another pocket on the chest there, and these buttons on the sleeves are a lot smaller. And I really like their use of color in this figure. They made all the details different gold colors. So the buttons, the belts, the lapel pin, and his earrings are all of different colors. The main difference I noticed with the scale figure compared to my prize figures is that the skin doesn't look flat. So what that means is that there is a lot of shading and highlights going on the skin of this figure that I usually don't see with prize figures. The tattoos are also done in a bluish black color.
Dude, he has nails. I can paint that. They're actually kind of painted. They're oh my gosh, no, they're actually painted. What? They have a color like that.
This is the hand that is hidden behind the chair, and I wish the hat was sculpted to look more furry like the IRO version. Also, this hat is really small on the inside, so his head probably can't fit in there at all. Like, at all. Yeah, so when I purchased this figure, I didn't really think about how the back side of this figure would look like and how much of his skin would show in the back. But what I do like is that all the shading and highlights were done just as well in the back of the figure as it was in the front. And I really also like how much detail they put into the pants all around, same with the details on the belt. And if you see the seam right here, it's also a little bit shiny, so it's a good contrast with the matte finish with the pants, and it does emulate what some dress pants actually look like. I also really like the shoes on this figure. They are very stylish, and there is a lot of detail put into this. You can see that there are threading details on top and the bottom of the shoe. The laces also look very thin and they are laced up perfectly. And if you look carefully, you can see that the ankle is also showing. And yeah, so this is the end of my figure review. This is what Law looks like when he is sitting on his chair, and I am super in love with this figure. This is my first scale figure, as I mentioned before, and I do want to get other P.O.Ps of Law, and I think that's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will have more figure unboxings in the future, and if you guys own any figures yourselves, let me know which one is your favorite. I enjoy looking up figures online and admiring them from a distance. Yeah, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!